Welcome back to High School Hockey Night Live, the second game of our Tuesday doubleheader from Printscape Arena. I'm Matt Gajtka. This is 10 Band TV. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our sponsor at Weight Loss Direct for making these broadcasts possible. Tonight we've got a D2 showdown as the Trinity Hillers look for their second win of the season before the holiday break, hosting the 6-4 Morgantown Mohegans. This is the first of two meetings on the season between the two squads. There you see Trinity in the white and the blue warming up. Morgantown coming in with a, like I mentioned, 6-4 record, wins in two of their past three, and the Mohegans just 2 points behind first place Carrick for the top spot in the D2 Blue Division. As for Trinity, they won opening night against Swickley Academy, but since then it's been a rough go, including last time out on the rink as they fell 7-2 to Elizabeth Forward. The Hillers have dropped 7 in a row, and a Morgantown team that's lost just twice in its past 7 comes here into Printscape, and even those 2 losses for Morgantown just by a combined 3 goals. So the Mohegans entering the night averaging nearly 6 goals per game. That's third best out of the 14 D2 teams. Trinity giving up just over 8 goals per game. That is third from the bottom in Division 2. So Morgantown certainly the favorite coming in. There you see the Mohegans dressed in the dark red and the blue and the gold, reminiscent of the Florida Panthers uniforms of a few years ago. There you see their coach, Rob Rockus II, bringing his team in here. They finished 4th place last season with a 9-8-1 mark, and then fell in the first round to D2 powerhouse Bishop Canavan. As for Trinity, they are attempting to break out of a long slump. Their win on opening night actually broke a 29-game losing streak. They went winless the season before. They were 0-28-1 from November 2021 until this October when they beat Swickley, as I mentioned, 3-2, but now they've dropped 7 in a row again. So trying to get back on track before they adjourn for the holiday break. There you see the presumed starting goaltender tonight, Kirsten Lalone. She's got an .801 save percentage in her 8 starts. Cameron Schofield is the backup. Top gunner for Trinity on the season, sophomore Cale Bitts, who wears number 21. He's got 4 goals and 6 total points on the year. The top assist man is number 17, the junior Cole Johnson. Trinity is coached by A.J. Peace, and they stand currently in 7th place out of 7 teams in Division 2 Blue. As for Morgantown, they've put some goals on the board. Like I mentioned, nearly 6 goals per game. Aiden Shepard, the junior, and his classmate Gino Valenti each have identical 11-goal, 11-assist lines so far this season. The power play for Morgantown has been quite good, 20% on the year. And Valenti has 5 of his 11 assists on the power play. Other notable scorers, players to watch tonight, Jacob Hollander with 10 goals and 10 assists. Weston Maisie, 7 goals and 10 total points. Also, Braden Helen, number 88, 7 goals, 9 assists, 16 points. And their top scoring defenseman is John DeBartolomeo with 4 goals and 6 total points. The Mohegans have split their goaltending duties this year. Noah Fields, 6 starts, 4-2 record. Lincoln Cox, 4 starts, 2-2 record. So the warm-up wrapping up from Printscape. Again, I'm Matt Gajtka. Thank you for watching. Glad to bring some D2 action to you on the platform. And you can access 10 Band TV on Roku, Amazon Fire, or just on the World Wide Web via your laptop or your mobile device. Last 3 games for Morgantown. I mentioned they've gone 5-2 over their past 7, but more recently, a 12-1 win against Swickley Academy, then a 2-1 loss to Deer Lakes, and then a 5-4 victory against defending D2 Penguins Cup champion Ringgold. Last 3 times out for Trinity. The 7-2 loss to Elizabeth Forward. Also a 17-2 defeat to Bishop Canavan. And 6-0 setback to Connellsville. Two teams getting set to rev it up here from Printscape. Morgantown, the away team, they'll be on the bench down to our right. And Trinity, the home team, will be on the bench to our left. There you see, behind us on the concourse, the main concourse at Printscape, photos of the seniors playing for Trinity, as well as Peters Township back there too. We just saw PT pick up a 6-2 victory against Pine Richland, wrapping up its unofficial first half in style on home ice. Can the Hillers follow suit? Be a fantastic result for them if they could get it done against another contending Morgantown squad that Coach Rockus has iced this year. Trinity's lone win back in Game 1, Week 1. Right here against Swickley Academy. I think I said it was 3-2. It was 3-1 over Swickley. Corey Taylor and Jackson Kramer scoring in that game. And the puck is dropped. We're off and rolling in Game 2 of our doubleheader, and not for long. It's out of play off the concrete wall behind the glass on the far side of the rink. Trinity outshot Swickley in that win, 46-27. But since then, it has been challenging for Coach Peace and his Hillers. So here we go. Trying to get it out, but it's Helen toward the front for Morgantown, a shot on goal, and the first save made by Lalone on the night. Kirsten Lalone, the senior, getting the start. Wrister score! Morgantown on the board. Gino Valenti, his team high 12th goal of the year. What a dart that was inside the left post from the inner edge of the right circle. Let's take a look at it again on our 10-band replay. You see Cale Bitts trying to throw a hit, but undeterred, just coming off the wall, really the top of the circle, and a firm shot from Gino Valenti. Gino gets a Gino, and it's 1-0 Morgantown, just 28 seconds in. And we'll see about the assists as play continues, and a breakaway pass. On in comes Hollander, and he scores! Jacob Hollander. 2 goals less than 30 seconds apart. 2 goals in the opening minute for the Mohegans, and it's 2-0. Hollander's 11th. Taking that stretch pass and breaking in behind the Hiller defense. Again at even strength. So the Mohegans filling the net already. Hank Wilson takes a look, shoots it off a Hiller in the attacking zone and delayed offside. So, the Mohegans had to clear the zone. Elliott lobs one on goal. Noah Fields makes that save. So Fields, the senior, gets the start. Hank Wilson trying to retrieve it for Morgantown up the far side wall. Kept in at the point, shot toward the net, blocked out. And wristed off the rink, deflected on the shot attempt by Gage Nalepka, who's got a goal this season. Morgantown's year so far, a little down to start, but since then, they've really gotten it rolling. They dropped 2 in a row to Carrick and Burl, but then wins over Ringgold, Elizabeth Forward, Wilmington, Swickley, and Ringgold again. Have them in great position. Lalone, makes the save, and a one-timer. Lalone stops that one too. Great save on Aiden Shepard, bidding for his 12th of the season. Kirsten Lalone comes up big for the Hillers on that sequence. Valenti trying to cut in, could not. And banked out to center by Trinity. Here's Helen. Lifting it up for a wrister by Shepard that's blocked down by Matthew Hefner of Trinity. Trying to deflect it out of the Hillers. Couldn't do it. Valenti centering. Still loose. In some skates. Cole Johnson. Tossing it out to center ice. Bitts. Kale Bitts. 4 goals on the year for Trinity, but couldn't get that second attempt through after he whiffed on the first one. Valenti picking his way in 1-on-3, but couldn't beat that third defender and jammed all the way down for an icing with 14:11 to go in the first period of play. Valenti and Hollander, your goal scorers so far in this game. For the Morgantown Mohegans on the road tonight, making the trip up Interstate 75 as far as their trips go. Not too bad. Or pardon me, 79. What am I saying? I know my geography, especially in Western PA. It's my first time seeing either of these clubs ever, so bear with me if I'm a little slow on the name identification. Going to do my best. Banked back down into the Morgantown zone. William Lukenbaugh, freshman defenseman, clears off the wood. Caleb Geary up ahead for the Hillers, mishandled there. And it's Hollander, one of the goal scorers. Plays it right through a Hiller. Up the far wing to Weston Maisie. He tried to hit the trailer in Nico Kortsis, but that's picked off. On back comes Johnson to the outside, shooting. Good stop by Fields. Loose puck. Gobbled up by the Mohegans. Hollander. Around to the far side, and Kortsis up the far wall. And back down into Trinity real estate. Look out. Pass picked off at the blue line to Bartolomeo. Dangling out by the blue. Chipped it down the wall. Nothing but Hillers there. But DeBartolomeo pinches in, couldn't keep it alive. Vinny Sandolfini passed it across. Wilson guides it near side. Off the far side wall. They jab away. It's our 9 o'clock start. The first game went a little late, but we got this one going pretty close to on time. I've seen worse, I'll put it that way. Centering it was Nalepka for Trinity that broken up. And flipped back toward the Hillers side of the ice. Here come the Mohegans again. Wrist shot from Daphner. Sharp angle, couldn't get that through. Pardon, that was Sierra Maisie. Excuse me. Wilson on the retrieval for Morgantown. Up the near side, picked off by Bitts. Swirled back right through the crease by Robert Dadia. And the Mohegans are away again. To Bartolomeo, all the way in and scores. He jammed it under Lalone from close range, and with 11:11 to go in the first, Morgantown extends its lead to 3. John DeBartolomeo, his 5th goal of the year from the blue line. By the way, Aiden Shepard and Braden Helen picked up assists on the first Morgantown goal, and Cooper Cox earned an assist on the second. Wait for the official scoring on the third. Long distance shot from Helen. Rebound, he couldn't get to it. Back out to the line. Robin shoots. That's deflected into the corner. In a 3-0 game. Shepard pulls up. Has Helen one-timer. And I think Lalone got a glove on that shot. Shepard to the far side. Dish it over to Valenti in the corner. Stripped by Brody Woods. Taken right back by Morgantown. Backhand rising shot by Valenti. Missed the goal. Try to stick it top right corner. Toward the front of the net. Valenti, backhand, save Lalone. Gino Valenti hops on it again. He scored from a similar spot a few moments ago. Hands it off, though, for a shot. Lalone grabs it off the drive from Luke Quigley and holds on. Looks like that DeBartolomeo goal will be unassisted. And a 3-0 Morgantown advantage. Still early. First half of the first period from Printscape Arena in South Point. Corsis lines one through traffic, but it missed. A few inches outside the right post. It's a festive Printscape Arena. You see the icicle lights up on the glass. That's new for this year, I think. Johnson chases into the corner after Jackson Kramer tried to set him up with a long-range area pass. Didn't connect. Hollander around the defense. Hollander in. Stuffed it in behind the goaltender. Where is it? It's in the net. It's a goal. I think Cox got the last stick on it. Hollander didn't have any angle here, but he tried to bank it in off the lone. It hopped in behind the goaltender, and I do think Cox poked it through in the end with 9:26 left in the first. If it belongs to Cooper Cox, it's his 6th goal of the year. From Hollander, I think that's what we're going to end up seeing on the official scoring. Nalepka's backhand for Trinity. Couldn't get there on the chase, but Hayden Gatewood does. Left it back for Nalepka. Back to Gatewood. Pinned to the wall by Corsis, but Gatewood keeps on ticking. Confronted by Cooper Cox behind the net, who I think just scored the last Morgantown goal. And the Mohegans break out. Cox's pass to Hollander on right wing. Pulls up. Creates some space. Shooting and deflected wide of the netminder. I don't think she got a piece. Weston Maisie. Oh, the cross-style goal attempted there by Hollander, but it flipped off his blade. I haven't called one of those yet. Becoming more common in the game. Weston Maisie couldn't get that shot off. The pass hit him in the skates. And cleared out through center and all the way down. No icing here. I believe last touched by Morgantown. Wilson couldn't chip it out. Dadia with a backhand out in front. Looking for Johnson away from his reach. Or Dadia, pardon. DeBartolomeo out to the point. Wilson lines one up. That's deflected wide. DeBartolomeo on it again. Using the long reach. Then tossed it over to Wilson. High shot save. Rebound. And another save by Lalone on the chance for Sierra Maisie that close to her first goal of the season. And her teammates giving her some grief. She thought for a moment she slipped it under the netminder. Not to be, though. One of the Hillers down on his back. That was Dadia, and he ends up drawing the penalty. Morgantown to the box. DeBartolomeo called for roughing. With 7:27 to go in the period. Trinity sends its 12th ranked power play over the boards, 10% conversion rate. One big trouble spot for them, 4 shorthanded goals allowed on the year. They're 2 for 20 on the power play. They've actually been outscored by a couple by the shorthanded unit. Wrist shot, saved by Fields, oh my. Johnson came close to getting it through him to break the ice for the Hillers. It didn't bounce their way. Dadia taking the draw. Lost possession to Shepard, and he flips it off a Hiller and all the way back down. Touched by a high stick, in fact, so that brings the faceoff back into Hillers territory. One of the referees is getting ticked at the Hillers bench for shooting pucks somewhere. I didn't quite catch all of that, but I heard some of it, which is dangerous. Shorthanded chance for Valenti, rips it on goal. Stick save by Kirsten Malone. Up the far wall. Tipped over to Gage Nalepka, who carries in for Trinity. Bounced it wide of Fields. Jackson Kramer trying to pry it loose. Nothing doing. Shepard swoops in for Morgantown. Shepard, long distance feed all the way up the far wing. Short-handed chance, stuff try, and put off frame by Valenti. Valenti goal hungry here despite the Mohegans down a man. Valenti flips it out through into the attacking zone. Shepard trying to go back to Valenti. In between the circles, picked off by the Hillers. Kramer back in toward the middle, but stepping up to pick it off, Nico Kortsis. And he tossed it ahead. Near to the end of this power play, Braden Helen stapled to the boards. So loose, power play is over. Trinity is 0 for 1. Kortsis controls. Up the far side. Weston Maisie had it drift off his blade. Out by the line, kept in. Maisie again. Has Hollander in tow. Couldn't glove it down. And gunned out of trouble by Trinity. Quigley tried to deliver it ahead. Good work on the far wing by Gaywood to keep it alive. Found Johnson briefly, but he's stripped. Kortsis. Just away from Johnson. No, he picks it off. Johnson shots. And it got a piece of the goaltender and it hops out of play. Cole Johnson buzzing in this first period. Doing all he can to put Trinity on the score sheet. So they gave that 4th Morgantown goal to Hollander, his 2nd of the game, 12th of the season. Kind of thought Cooper Cox got a piece, but who knows. Hollander's back in right toward the front. Cooper Cox that close to tapping that one in for real. With no dispute. Instead, swept away from him and iced by Trinity. Shots on goal in this period so far, Morgantown 19 on Kirsten Malone and 4 for Trinity against Noah Fields. Fields has an .832 save percentage and a 4.62 goals against average on the season. Lalone an .801 save percentage and a 7.77 goals against. Woods flushed it up the wall for Trinity. Back toward the middle and cleared by the home side. Wilson to the far wing. Cooper Cox in after it. Instead it's Hollander right out in front. Oh, Cox was wide open, couldn't take the pass. It's like he didn't see it, just let it go right through. Hollander, Wilson steps up, save, rebound, and again Lalone makes the stop on Cox. Hank Wilson swings it across into some trouble. Wilson run off this puck. Cox in behind the net, turned it over. Hillers go to work. Kramer trying to bank it out to the line, but it's intercepted. Here comes Cox around the edge. Shooting pad save. Got around Colt Jones on the perimeter. DeBartolomeo steps up. Jones for Trinity. His backhand right toward the middle and intercepted by Owen Young, but the Mohegans can't do much with it. Headman, Young. Lost control. DeBartolomeo also couldn't get there. 2.5 to go in the period. Gatewood. Shooting off a leg. Max Walker. First two for Morgantown. Selling into the corner. DeBartolomeo couldn't pull it around the defender. Nalepka's turn. 1-on-2. Sierra Mazie gave it away. Gatewood, oh, he had a man open going down the slot. That was Josh Sittler, but the pass was too far for him to reach. Hefner dumps it in. Robbins plays it casually, turned over. A blast from Sittler, stopped by Fields off his pad. Under 2 to go. One of the Hillers lost his stick. Looks like that's Johnson. And that gives the Mohegans an opening to clear. And here's Valenti in, shot off the shoulder of Lalone. That draws a spirited round of applause from the Trinity fans in attendance. She's holding her ground right now. Johnson, pull-up move, wrister, glove save, Fields. No further play with 70 seconds to go in the first. Then we get a second look at the rush by Valenti. Getting past Woods for the opportunity. Valenti, inside out move, then try to go outside in. Good stick by Woods to thwart that. But right back to the front. A chance and a save on Helen. And here are the Hillers. Kramer offside. Trinity shot a little bit after the whistle. A couple of the Mohegans didn't like that very much. But it doesn't appear it's going to boil over into anything. Jackson Kramer, 3 goals on the season, just one behind Bitts for the team lead. Nicholas Boris, pardon me, dumps it in. But here are the Mohegans again, and a chance and a score. Aiden Shepard goes top shelf from the bottom edge of the right circle for a 5-0 lead for the visitors. Shepard's 12th of the year off the pass from Valenti as he settled it down and rifled it over Lalone's shoulder. All 5 goals in this period, even strength. They try again, but Lalone keeps it out. 25 seconds to go in the period. And the Hillers just trying to get to the break. It is Nicholas Boris, number 96 for Trinity. I couldn't read my own writing. It happens once in a while. Corses turns away from pressure. 10 seconds to go. The puck won back by Easton Elliott of Trinity. Fired wide, Corses toward the front, off the skates of Hollander. Couldn't get it back toward the slot, and that's it for period number 1. Jacob Hollander, 2 goals. Also scoring in the period, John DeBartolomeo, Gino Valenti, and Aiden Shepard, who also picked up an assist, on the first goal. So Morgantown with a 24-5 shot advantage and a 5-0 lead after 1 from Printscape Arena in South Point, PA. We'll be back for more High School Hockey Night Live on 10 Band TV after this.
Jumbo ice cream.
You're watching High School Hockey Night Live, presented by Weight Loss Direct. I'm Matt Gajtka. This is 10 Band TV Sports presentation of the PIHL as Trinity hosts Morgantown in a D2 Blue showdown from Printscape Arena in South Point. 5-zip Morgantown, and the Mohegans hungry for more. Cox driving wide. Cox to the doorstep with a pass, but it's off the goaltender's stick and into the corner. Weston Maisie taking a look, finding Cox, his backhand. Saved by Kirsten Lalone, who made 20 saves in the first period. Wilson shooting, that's blocked out in front. Tracked down again by the Mohegans. Quigley. Wilson. One touch off to Hollander in the corner. Pinned by Dadia, but Holland gets it back. Still free, and swooping in to take that puck is Nalepka. Or pardon, Kramer rather. 26, not 28. Jackson Kramer tried to make the pass out to the point. That's disrupted and broken up. And here are the Mohegans on a 3-on-1. Maisie, though, takes the pass in his skates and couldn't control. Hollander cutting in, stuff try, save, Lalone. Hollander again, right down the funnel to the front of the net. And still loose, held on to by Lalone with Cox trying to chop it in. Throwing a few more saves for Kirsten Lalone, senior goaltender for Trinity. She had it, then she didn't have it, then she had it again. Off the tie-up, Lukenbaugh bouncing it to the far corner. Owen Young distributes back for Robbins. Back to Lukenbaugh's side, but away from his reach. Nalepka into the attacking zone. Offside, Trinity. Face-off coming up in the neutral ice. Morgantown actually plays again before the Christmas break. Connellsville at home on Thursday at the Morgantown Ice Arena. 7:30 start. Then in the new year, just 7 games to go, starting with a showdown against Carrick in Morgantown on January the 4th. The puck out of play. Into the Mohegans bench. Morgantown started 1-2. Now they've won 5 out of 7. Trying to make it 6 of 8. Prior to taking on Connellsville. Save on Owen Young by Lalone. Fields directs this shoot into the corner. Noah Fields in net for Morgantown, the senior. All right to the front goes Gatewood, but couldn't pull off the shot. Turned over and a one-timer by Sittler. His second shot of the game stopped. A blast and a save by Fields on Geary's big slapper. 60 feet away. This is just Trinity's 9th game of the year. For Morgantown, it's number 11. Trinity won't play until the new year after this, as Woods hammers one high and wide. They'll have Burrell and Elizabeth Forward coming in the first week of 2024. Shot off the post by Valenti. He's already got a goal and an assist tonight. Dadia nearly turned it over, but the puck bounced right to Cole Johnson. Crossed over to the near wing, and Morgantown is going to be guilty of another penalty here. Valenti into the attacking zone, but the whistle sounds behind the play. Looked like a hard check. And Braden Helen, I think, is going off. It is Helen. Second penalty of the game, both to Morgantown. And we'll wait the public address announcement as the Mohegans try to get after it shorthanded. Valenti trying to go to the front and does, and a deflected chance by Shepard. Patted out by Lalone. Cortzis clears down. Second power play of the game for Trinity. Trailing by 5 here in the second period. And that's an icing against the Hillers. Morgantown's penalty kill, 78%, right in the middle of the 14 Division II teams. 7 out of 14 is where they rank. They have 2 shorthanded goals. One scored by Valenti, one by Weston Maisie. No icing here against Trinity, but Cortzis has a chance to play it cleanly. Off the Cox to Cortzis and back to Cox. Sends it up ahead to Maisie. A minute gone on this power play. They hack and whack in front of the Trinity bench. Kramer pulled it free, but now bounces over to Johnson. His shoot in blocked out. Kramer into the attacking zone. Kramer pulls the trigger, high off the glass. Cortzis off the wall and out. Jones back to take, hammers it hard off the boards. Kramer across and down to Johnson. Johnson trying to go back in the middle to Dadia, but it's picked off. 20 seconds to go on the penalty. Cooper Cox pulls it behind his back to himself. Feed to an open wing. No one home, but Hank Wilson's going to latch on. Final 5 seconds of the power play. It looks like Trinity's going to go 0 for 2. DeBartolomeo winding it up. Here he comes. Lost control on the deke. Elliott back the other way, but not for long as Wilson heads him off at the pass. Sierra Mazie looking to go back to Wilson. Instead, DeBartolomeo will clean things up. Pass goes by Sierra Mazie, but here's Hollander turning this way and that and shooting, and a good stop made by Lalone, and she holds on. Back to 5-on-5 play. Trinity's going to have 6 games in the month of January, then 4 more in February. Big rip by Hank Wilson, missed everything. Sandolfini couldn't keep it alive for Morgantown. Shot off the leg of Wilson. Back down to the red line. And a rip by Nalepka. Easily snagged by Noah Fields. The shots are 32-8 for Morgantown. Hollander, the only multi-goal man in this game so far. Mohegans 1 score away from reaching their season average for goals. They're just shy of 6, 5.9 per game. They give up 4.5. Trinity scores 2 a game, gives up a little over 8 on average. DeBartolomeo gripping and ripping, but missing. Wilson over back to DeBartolomeo, who gets a lot of the puck, I'm gathering. Mazie, Sierra Mazie, tapped it ahead, couldn't get to her own dump in. Woods swatted it away from her. Young on the backhand, right back into the Trinity zone. Geary hard off the window, all the way down. No icing to be called here. It's waved off. Seagraves a lead pass, trying to find Shepard in the corner. Stepping up is Helen, fresh out of the penalty box. Cross rink, and Quigley's wrister was blocked. Kramer trying to get around the edge against Robbins. Couldn't quite make it. Shepard clears up to an open wing. Valenti 1-on-2. Gino Valenti started the scoring for Morgantown. Feeds it across. One-time shot, weakened on the way. Valenti trying to bank it in, maybe. Lalone said no. Down to 9 minutes to go in the second period. Jammed off a sticking out by Kramer. And that went into the Trinity bench, I believe. So no goals in this second period so far. Daddy at center ice. Shepard eventually grabs this one. But it's ripped away by Hayden Gatewood of the Hillers. Quigley up the far side. Valenti relays, offside Mohegans. Just about halfway through regulation time. We play 17-minute periods in the PIHL. Hollander, one-time pass over to Cox, and he's denied. Cox shot it all in one motion, but it right into the chest of Lalone. Good to see the Wilberts keeping score tonight. Longtime Peters Township hockey family. Hollander wristing save, rebound, and Cox couldn't get to it. Boy, Hollander with a hot shot that Lalone did well to get in front of, and then just hoping that Cox couldn't poke it under, and he did not. Anyway, as I was saying though, the Wilberts had quadruplets. They all played for Peters Township, including Katie, obviously the lone girl of the foursome. Cox grabbing this for Morgantown. Shipping behind the net. Hollander comes out the far side. Back out through to center. Hollander revs it up again. Back to live action. Sorry for the tech glitch there. Kortsis angles it out through center. Sierra Mazie on it. In the corner to Hollander. Want to go back to Sierra. She dipped it in behind the net. Wilson turning. On the pass off to Hollander, he goes all the way across to the far point, and Sandolfini with a dump in. Under 7 to go in the second period. Scoreless second period. All the way in goes Hollander, but his backhand sails wide, and he's headed off to the bench. The Mohegans changing on the fly with the puck in the attacking zone. DeBartolomeo, cross rink, under Mazie's stick. Sandolfini to Wilson. Shooting deflected, scores! DeBartolomeo tips it home. Oh, I'm sorry, no goal. How'd that not go in? The Mohegans were acting like it went in. It hit the post, hit the goaltender, and I guess stayed out. It was under Lalone's skate. My apologies to her and the Hillers. Wow. Well, that's why DeBartolomeo was acting so strangely. He couldn't believe it didn't go in. Wilson shot, stick save by Lalone. Still 5-0. Thought for sure that had to go in. It did not. Never assume in this game, kids. I learned that lesson once again. You figure, how can it not go in if it hits the goalie? It didn't. It settled under her right skate. Sierra Mazie pulls the puck out of the scrum. She's stripped from behind by Jones, or pardon, Gary rather. Hefner couldn't make the play. Pushed toward the middle by Young, broken up by Trinity. Better defensive period for Trinity, not giving up a lot off the rush. That's what killed him back in the first. 2 goals in the opening minute for Morgantown set the tone tonight. 1 off the rush, 1 out of an O-zone possession. But a couple more goals scored in that first on the counter. Here's a counter for Trinity. Glove down by Fields. And no further play on the wrister by Nalepka. Full 5-person change for both teams. Backhand by Bitts. Stopped by Fields. Valenti breaks up this play. Valenti in on goal, dropped it back, and score! That one did squeak through from Braden Helen, his 8th of the year. 2nd point of the night off the assist from Valenti, who's got 3 points this evening. It's now 6-0 Morgantown. The puck is down and we play on with under 5 to go before the ice cut. The second intermission being the longer of the two intermissions by several minutes. Bitts trying to glove it down. And a centering play by Johnson goes right by everybody. Wristed toward the front by Woods. That's blocked down. Here's Valenti again. Gino Valenti. Pull-up move, swings it all the way across. Good pass to find the captain, Helen, who just scored off an assist from Valenti. The Mohegans have to regroup. Walker. Max Walker hightails it back to this puck. Daffner swings it ahead. Valenti. Open man, Helen, back to Valenti, one-timer scores. The two-man game, and it's 7-0 Mohegans. This line going to work. 2 goals in 1 minute and 1 second to take that lead from 5 to 7. So Valenti polishes it off. Second of the game, 13th of the year. Valenti has a 4-point night. Morgantown has a 7-0 lead. Whoa, dangerous play in front, but confidently Jacob Hollander navigates through. Hollander shrugging off a stick, dropped it back to Weston Maisie, returned it to Hollander, or tried to, but it's intercepted and cleared by Trinity. Robbins stepping back, giving off to Lukenbaugh, his defense partner. On the outside, Nalepka falls down. Play continues. Backhanded through a Mohegan's legs. Lukenbaugh. On the pass to Maisie. Handing off, and Cox stretches out. Cooper Cox to the outside. Check there. Swung right out in front. Man, off to William Lukenbaugh again. Fanned on the shot. Here's a chance for a breakaway. Kramer from the blue line in. He's stopped. Toe save by Fields. Jackson Kramer denied in his bid for goal number 4 on the season. Nalepka takes it away. Good shift here for Trinity. Nalepka centering. A shot by Johnson's blocked. Turning try for Sittler, and he put that off the glass. An eventful last few minutes. The game opens up. Deflected ahead, but from behind the red line by Morgantown. That's an icing against the Mohegans. Aiden Shepard picked up secondary assists on each of the last 2 goals. So he has 3 assists tonight to go with his lone goal. Couple of players with 4 points, he and Valenti. Braden Helen has a goal and 2 assists. Hollander with 2 tallies for Morgantown. And 1 more goal will start the running clock as well. DeBartolomeo downshifts over the blue line. Put it in the skates of Gary, but Gary picked that off. Did well to defend it. Cole Johnson, 1-on-2 to the circle. Wristing down low, save made. Rebound scooped up by Gatewood. Swoops in, centers. Sittler couldn't get it on net. And a backhand by Gatewood goes wide too. Final minute of play, and again, right under the stick of Sittler. Wood shot. Walker saved by Fields. Gatewood steps 2 in the corner. Turn it over. The Mohegans break out. DeBartolomeo in a 3-on-2. Pulls up, goes all the way across. One-timer high and wide by Young. Pushed right toward goal. Lalone holds on. on the centering pass by Sierra Maisie. And in fact, it is a running clock even now with a 7-goal margin in the second period. I don't think we're going to drop another puck before the third. Yeah, time is going to run out on the second period of play. 2 more in the second for Morgantown, Helen, and Valenti, tallying 1 minute and 1 second apart on the same shift. Bookend goals for them as they each assisted on the other's score. And the Mohegans have a comfortable 7-goal lead going into the third at Trinity. Stay with us from Printscape Arena in South Point. Weight Loss Direct presents Game 2 of our high school hockey night live doubleheader on 10 Band TV.
Jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plans.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Town a shot on goal, and the first save made by Lalone on the night. Kirsten Lalone, the senior, getting the start. Wrister score! Morgantown on the board. Gino Valenti, his team high 12th goal. As play continues, and a breakaway pass. On in comes Hollander, and he scores! Jacob Hollander. 2 goals less than 30 seconds apart. 2 goals in the opening. And the Mohegans are away again. To Bartolomeo, all the way in and scores. He jammed it under Lalone from close range, and with 11:11 to go in the Hollander around the defense. Hollander in. Stuffed it in behind the goaltender. Where is it? It's in the net. It's a goal. I think Cox got the last stick on it. Hollander didn't. Kramer trying to bank it out to the line, but it's intercepted. Here comes Cox around the edge. Shooting pad save. Got around Colt Jones on the. Looks like that's Johnson. And that gives the Mohegans an opening to clear. And here's Valenti in. Shot off the shoulder of Lalone. That draws a spirited round of applause from the Trinity. Boris, pardon me, dumps it in. But here are the Mohegans again, and a chance and a score. Aiden Shepard goes top shelf from the bottom edge of the right circle for a 5-0 lead. Lalone. Hollander again, right down the funnel to the front of the net. And still loose, held on to by Lalone, with Cox trying to chop it in. Sandolfini to Wilson. Shooting deflected, scores! To Bartolomeo. Tips it home. Valenti breaks up this play. Valenti in on goal, dropped it back and score! That one did squeak through from Braden Helen, his 8th of the year. Valenti, one-timer, scores. The two-man game, and it's 7-0 Mohegans. This line going to work. 2 goals in 1 minute and 1 second.
Jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel?
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Two jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel?
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Hey there, hockey fans! You already know 10 Band TV can stream live regional sports. But did you know you can also stream the best of the local music scene as well? Music from the 412 is live and streaming 24/7 on 10 Band TV. Watch music videos, concerts, and original programming free from the comfort of your couch. Featuring the best of music and artists from Pittsburgh and Western PA. Tune in today.
jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel?
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Two jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel?
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
Hey there, hockey fans! You already know 10-Band TV can stream live regional sports. But did you know you can also stream the best of the local music scene as well? Music from the 412 is live and streaming 24/7 on 10-Band TV. Watch music videos, concerts, and original programming free from the comfort of your couch. Featuring the best of music and artists from Pittsburgh and Western PA. Tune in today.
Jumbo ice caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel?
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
For over 20 years, groups, families, and individuals have been saving money with the Avia Dental Plan.
For as little as $9.25 a month, members can save up to 50% or more on dental care.
Plus, everyone qualifies, and there is no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Start saving today with the Avia Dental Plan.
Go to getlowcostdental.com or call 1-888-431-2273. Smile. You're with people who care.
Morgantown leads Trinity 7-0 from Printscape Arena in South Point, PA. I'm Matt Gajtka. This is 10 Band TV's presentation of the PIHL on the PIHL channel. It's High School Hockey Night Live, presented by Weight Loss Direct. Morgantown scored 5 goals in the first, 2 more in the second, as Trinity tries to get it revved up here for the third period. The Hillers have lost 7 in a row after that season-opening victory here against Swickley. Meanwhile, Morgantown has reeled off 5 wins in 7 games, trying to make it 6 in their past 8. With a win here tonight, it appears they are on their way, 17 minutes away from finishing up 2023 on a high note here on the road, just up Interstate 79. It'll be about, an hour and so to get back down to Morgantown. They get the late game here, but a lot easier to get up in the morning for school when you pick up the victory the night before, I would imagine. Head coach Rob Rockus II saying, keep the intensity up. We don't want to cruise in this third period. We want to make sure we're playing our best. Don't build any bad habits, despite the margin. And for Trinity head coach A.J. Peace and his staff, it's just about trying to keep the guys motivated. Guys and the gal in net, Kirsten Lalone. Lalone has faced 42 shots through 2 periods. She stopped 35. She's going up against a heavy workload this year, no doubt. Tough season so far for the Hillers. Shepard centers. Back out Valenti. Wide open back door and shot over the net. My goodness, by Helen. Should have been the easiest of finishes on the night, and he missed. Helen trying to shoot, blocked. Out high and all the way back down on the fresh sheet. To Morgantown territory, Cortsis. Shepard yanks it against the grain. Some overlap action on that far wing for Morgantown, and up ahead it comes. Cortsis, backhand. He scored! That was a firm one inside the left post for an 8-0 lead. And a running clock here in the third period with the 8-goal margin. First goal of the season for Nico Cortsis. Great shot. We don't see a lot of backhands in today's game, unless your name's Sidney Crosby. To the middle and a shot. Turning drive now by Hollander. That's stopped by Lalone. Clock running with 15:30 to go in the third period. Well, did the goal count or not? It's still not up on our scoreboard. Thought it was 8. Yeah, it is 8-0. Okay. I can't see the center hung scoreboard in Printscape. We have seen a goal wiped out today in our first game, that's why I asked, we actually saw a penalty shot goal wiped out, and the shooter had to go again. He scored again. It was Zach Howard for Pine Richland. Good save by the lone on the deflected shot there. Backside play, score! Cooper Cox shovels it in. 2 quick ones for Morgantown in the third. It's 9-0. Cox gets his second of the night. By the way, Kortzis' goal just moments ago, assisted by Helen and Shepard. That's the third goal tonight that those two have teamed up to set up. Now in a 9-0 game. So Cox connects. Elliott tried to go between his legs for Trinity with a shot. Or pardon, that was Johnson. Oh boy, one of the Mohegans wipes out. And that's a tripping penalty. Looked like Dadia got his stick in there against DeBartolomeo, and DeBartolomeo is going to go too. He's going to the penalty box. So it's probably not going to be a power play. Roughing and tripping, the two calls. Cox from Hollander was the 9th goal. All 9 goals for Morgantown at even strength without the benefit of a power play. DeBartolomeo's in the box for the second time tonight. So Morgantown doesn't get to send its power play out due to the corresponding minor penalty taken by DeBartolomeo, who didn't like that Dadia's stick remained in his wake, kept kicking it and knocking it along. Eventually the referee said that was enough. Dadia is still in the box though for tripping for Trinity after that save by Lalone. Cameron Schofield is the backup goalie for Trinity, but he's only played 34 minutes this season, appearing in a couple of games, 2 periods worth. Turned over, Bitts centering, Johnson on his backhand, blocked by Robbins. Back to collect was Shepard. Bitts gets tied up with Shepard behind the net. Play continuing on. Valenti swats it out through center, and yeah, now things are getting a little bit ugly in this game. Bitts is going to the box. Cale Bitts, sophomore, 4 goals on the year, team high in goals and points as well with 6. But Bitts is headed off with 12:24 to go in the third. Roughing the call against him. And it's going to be the first power play of the night for Morgantown. And there are 3-minute penalties in the running clock situation, in case you're wondering why 3 is on the board. Cox in deep, Hollander exchanges with Maisie. Back to Hollander behind the net. Hollander swings it out in front, right by everybody. Kortzis, who has a goal in this period, retreats to take it. Johnson turned it over. Kortzis to the middle. Hollander to the outside. Looking to set up someone in front. Comes back to Lukenbaugh. Handed off, Kortzis. Still with it, taps it away from Johnson. Gets it back, Cox. 1 touches in front under pressure. Maisie to Hollander behind the goal. Hollander waiting. Kortzis open, again he scores! 2 goals in the period, 2 on the year for Nico Kortsis, who slices in and buries. 10-0 Mohegans. And for the first time tonight, a power play goal. Backhand to forehand move by Kortsis. Here's a look at our close-up on the replay. Past Lalone's glove. So now the drama is, can Trinity get on the board at least? Rashad Lalone makes the save on the chance for Hollander, looking for the hat trick. Trinity has been shut out twice this year, back-to-back games, in fact. Against Ringgold here, 8-0, and at Connellsville at the Ice Mine on the road, 6-0. So despite the tough season, they put up some goals in some games. 3 in the opener. 4 once. That's their high on the season, and a 9-4 loss to Knock. Gaywood into the middle. Young's going to take it for Morgantown. Under 10 to go with a rolling clock. To Bartolomeo out of the penalty box now. Serves it back to the point. Vinny Sandolfini shoots in. Chance for Sierra Mazie to put on goal, but her shot was off a Trinity stick. Wilson down the wood. To Bartolomeo, backside Mazie, it's behind her. Wasn't quite in her wheelhouse. Here's Elliott though. Elliott's shot, good save by Fields, who cuts down the angle and makes the save and holds on. Taking a look at the D2 standings, Carrick leads D2 Blue by 4 points over Morgantown. It was 2 points entering the week. Carrick gets another win. Valenti all the way to the doorstep, and his backhand sails wide from point blank. Quigley's shooting deflected. Valenti trying to fish it out of skates. Valenti passing, the shot off the crossbar. Off the bar from Shepard. And a chance and a save made by Fields on the Trinity counter. Poked ahead, but right to Colt Jones. Sends it back into Morgantown territory. Kramer regathers for Trinity. Turning play by Hefner. Turned it over. In front, Valenti. Backhand. Great save. Fantastic stop by Kirsten Malone. Her best of the night. Jam try by Shepard is stopped by the lone. So there's a highlight for Trinity tonight. Valenti creeping in off the bank pass off the side of the net. Couldn't make it happen. To the point, Robbins wristing. Comes right to a Mohegan, over to Shepard on the pass from Helen, and it's taken away from him. 3 goals in this third for Morgantown, raising the lead to 10-0. 2-on-1 maybe, but no, penalty behind the play. Robbins gets tied up with Dadia. And I think Dadia is going back to the box for the second time in this period. The fans are getting feisty on both sides. Another power play for Morgantown, it appears. Cox intercepts. No, pardon me. Robbins also in the box, so corresponding minor penalties. Nalepka centering. Maisie intercepts. So we play 5-on-5 still. Sketchy pass in front by Hollander, but gets away with it. Cox takes a look and risks off the pads of Boris. Shin pads, that is. Bounce wide of the goaltender. Quigley ladles it down the wall. Back out in front, and Hollander stopped. Hollander sending it across. Maisie. Actually, we have a new goalie for Trinity now. It's Cameron Schofield with a black helmet. That's what gave it away. High toss in behind the net. 5 to go in this game. Hollander wrister blocked. Bitts trying to get it out, could not. Now it floats out the center. Nalepka leads the charge. His pass under Elliott's stick. Both Dadia and Robbins off for holding. They were holding for a long time, it seemed like. Back in the Hiller zone. Icing the call against Trinity. Anyway, going back to the standings, Carrick leads Morgantown by 4. It's about to be 2. Ringgold, the defending champs of D2, about to be 4 points behind Morgantown and 6 behind Carrick. Connellsville in 4th with 8 points. Elizabeth Forward and Knock tied in 5th with 6, and Trinity with the 2 points. About to drop to 1-8 on the year. Bitts' headhunting shot missed the goal. Hefner toward net, blocked by Sierra Maisie. Maisie gives it off. Now she chases after, but it'll be Hefner for Trinity. Backhanding through center, no icing here. Held for the whistle, but it won't stop the clock, of course, with a 10-goal lead. In D2 Gold, let's take a look over there. 7 more teams posted up in D2 Gold. Bishop Canavan and Neshannock tied with 18 points at the break, but Bishop Canavan has not yet lost. They're 9-0. Neshannock at 9-2. Burrow and Deer Lakes tied for 3rd at 16 points. So a really good race over in D2 Gold as the puck goes out of play here. Then Central Valley with 12 points. Wilmington with 4 and Sewickley with 1. They've gotten to overtime once, but otherwise have lost their other 10 games in regulation. DeBartolomeo trying to feed it under the stick of a Hiller to Owen Young. He couldn't take the pass. All the way down. No icing this time. Jones steps up. Wrist shot by Gatewood. Blocked it away strongly by Fields. To the corner, Bitts trying to center. Off a leg. Final 2 minutes now. Driven through traffic and wide by Woods. Wilson takes over. Wilson cradling. Looking for a man. It's Valenti out by the point. He touches it over to Young. Couldn't quite control it. Could Young. Rip shot goes wide from Hank Wilson. This is the third time this year Morgantown's reached double digits. They beat Knock at Frozen Pond 10-2 in the opener. A blast and a save by Schofield. Rebound Valenti, missed again from in close. He could easily have 4 goals tonight. Valenti left it for Wilson, broken up. Maybe a chance for Trinity to break the goose egg. Woods shot, save by Fields. Brody Woods, not really a breakaway, but a good look nonetheless. Given away, Valenti passed it off to the near side. Shepard stick handled himself into the end boards in the end, and I think the net came off its pegs behind Schofield. But as I was saying, Morgantown got to 10 against Knock. They got to 12 against Swickley 2 weeks ago. And time's going to run out on this one. Some early handshakes. Morgantown scores 5 in the first, en route to a 10-0 win. And the Mohegans have won 6 of their last 8 as they get ready for a matchup against Connellsville on Thursday to wrap up calendar year 2023. Huge offensive night for the Mohegans. 4-point evenings for Helen, Valenti, Hollander, and a 5-point night for Aiden Shepard, a goal and 4 assists. DeBartolomeo also scoring. Cooper Cox on the board tonight. And Nico Kortsis, 3 points from the blue line, including his first 2 goals of the season. The Mohegans end up outshooting Trinity 55-18. The Hillers blank for the 3rd time this season. They've lost 8 in a row going into the break. Senior Kirsten Lalone in net stops 42 shots. In the loss, Noah Fields denies all 18 for the shutout. That's it for us from Printscape Arena. Thank you to Weight Loss Direct for sponsoring the second game of our high school hockey night live doubleheader on 10-band TV on the PIHL channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Matt Gajtka. Have a great holiday season. I'll talk to you in 2024 on 10-band TV. Town a shot on goal, and the first save made by Lalone on the night. Kirsten Lalone, the senior, getting the start. Wrister score! Morgantown on the board. Gino Valenti, his team high 12th goal. As play continues, and a breakaway pass. On in comes Hollander, and he scores! Jacob Hollander. 2 goals less than 30 seconds apart. 2 goals in the opening. And the Mohegans are away again. DeBartolomeo all the way in and scores. He jammed it under Lalone from close range, and with 11:11 to go in the Hollander around the defense. Hollander in. Stuffed it in behind the goaltender. Where is it? It's in the net. It's a goal. I think Cox got the last stick on it. Hollander, Kramer, trying to bank it out to the line, but it's intercepted. Here comes Cox around the edge. Shooting pad save. Got around Colt Jones on the. Looks like that's Johnson. And that gives the Mohegans an opening to clear. And here's Valenti in, shot off the shoulder of Lalone. That draws a spirited round of applause from the Trinity. Boris, dumps it in. But here are the Mohegans again, and a chance and a score. Aiden Shepard goes top shelf from the bottom edge of the right circle for a 5-0 lead. Malone. Hollander again, right down the funnel to the front of the net. And still loose, held on to by Malone, with Cox trying to chop it in. Sandolfini to Wilson. Shooting deflected, scores! To Bartolomeo. Tips it home. Valenti breaks up this play. Valenti in on goal, dropped it back and score! That one did squeak through from Braden Helen, his 8th of the year. Daffner swings it ahead. Valenti. Open man. Helen back to Valenti. One-timer scores. The two-man game. Easy to Hollander behind the goal. Hollander waiting. Kortsis open. Again he scores. 2 goals in the period. 2 on the year for Nico Kortsis, who slices it. Kramer regathers for Trinity. Turning play by Hefner, turned it over. In front, Valenti, backhand, great save. Fantastic stop by Kirsten Malone. Her matchup against Connellsville on Thursday to wrap up calendar year 2023. Huge offensive night for the Mohegans. 4-point evenings for Helen, Valenti.